This is Lara Henares making your day with part 35 of Milk Wars, chapter Petition Addressed to the United States of America. The place was a Japanese restaurant of Hotel Shangri-La, Makati, Philippines. Around the luncheon table were Edwin Feist, CEO of Abbott, acknowledged leader of the milk companies, his designated negotiator Antonio Abaya, and his wife Annabel, and the unholy trinity. The negotiator, called by cell phone after the luncheon, offered Elvira, "We realize that breastfeeding movement has no money to promote breastfeeding. We are prepared to help in a big way. We can give you 20 million pesos every year for 10 years, a total of 200 million pesos to be used in any way you feel is for the good of the breastfeeding movement. Would you like to think this over?" Elvira's answer was immediately forthcoming. "I will not accept any help from the milk companies, no matter how well-intentioned. We belong to organizations that promote breastfeeding around the world, and we swore to adhere to an international standard of ethics that forbids us from having any dealings with milk companies. Your offer of 20 million pesos per year for the promotion of breastfeeding, that is hardly on par with the 3 billion pesos a year milk companies spend to market their formula milk. Do not misunderstand. If you offer 200 billion, the answer is still no." There's a perfect logical reason for this. Every year, milk and drug companies spend billions of dollars in trouble grants, research funds, honorariums, and outright gifts, sponsorships of conferences, conventions, and junkets for legislators, government officials, doctors, health workers, nurses, midwives, and customers. More about this after these messages. This is Lara Henares making your day with part 35 of Milk Wars, chapter Petition Addressed to the United States. These charitable efforts by milk companies never did any public health initiative or the breastfeeding movement any good. The EO 51 forbids milk companies from giving gifts of any sort to pregnant or nursing mothers, to health workers, to anyone connected with the breastfeeding movement, for that matter, even to the general public. Take the case of Dr. Susan Roth, a doctor of public health, who was asked by the milk companies to endorse a formula milk for 2 million pesos. She refused the offer because she knew that nothing can come close to breastfeeding, and she was standing nursing her 2 baby girls at the same time. She was subsequently awarded as the breastfeeding queen of the Philippines on February 16, 2009, although she is a full-blooded German. Later that year, on October 2, 2009, she mobilized expatriate breastfeeding mothers to go to an evacuation center after Typhoon Ondoy ravaged Metro Manila in order to encourage mothers who survived the disaster to continue breastfeeding. Elvira Nona, in partnership with Ines Fernandez of Arugaan, since 2001 attended WABA's breastfeeding conferences in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, in Tanzania, in Africa, in New Delhi, India, and in the United States. In 2007, the Trinity continued on their own to take an active part in 2 conferences with some funding for the PAGCOR. The father was a speaker in the conference of the World Alliance for Breastfeeding Action, WABA, on July 18th to 19th, while the three of them were speakers and presenters at the 50th anniversary conference of the La Leche League International on July 20 and 23, both in Chicago Hilton. The advocates were able to get leaders of the WABA and the La Leche League to sign a petition in their personal capacity in opposition to U.S. intervention against breastfeeding. More tomorrow, my dear friends. This is Larry Henares, making your day, saying good day, God bless you. Thank you very much for being with us. Till next time, hasta la bye-bye.